Alright, Chit Stabbers, that puts week 3 in the books, and what an awful week it was. Low scores everywhere. I will, however, say that I was right, and we now stand in a 6-way tie for first place in the roster standings with 6 teams 2-1. Now that does, if you take a look at it, put me promptly back into first place with the most points in the league. Thought I'd point that out. And true to fashion, I am now going against Maiko, who is currently the second highest point scorer. So it should be a very good matchup, hopefully. I'm sure that since I'm playing him, this will be the first week that Chris Johnson really explodes. Or maybe not, because I think he's a little washed up. Probably not. Maiko is off a win, of course, against Maria, who has now sunk to 0-3. Maria is really trying to do a new look for her team, a lot of moves, so let's see how that works out. I also noticed that there's an awful lot of trash talk between Maria and Brian. Just kind of going crazy at each other in the comments of their Facebook thread and all that kind of stuff. Really the highest ratio of trash talk I've seen as compared to the lowest importance of a game. I mean, it's kind of like the 2008 Lions talking trash against the every year but this one Pirates. I mean, who gives a shit? Hoopy making some moves too. Finally took his Giants off the roster. Now they've moved to an awesome negative 10 points on the season. Also took David Wilson out of the starting lineup, which I'm sure he'll have a big week now. Also making some moves with the free agency. Yesterday at 11:53, he added Jaquiz Rogers, and then at 11:54, he dropped him. Looks like he Jaquized himself a little prematurely, or maybe that's just how long it normally lasts. I don't know. Cue in the Missy Elliott 1 minute man. He just lost to Smith. Smith's trying to float around some trades also, I see. Looks like he's trying to plug a few holes, which is something that he's generally pretty good at. Yep, that's a gay joke. Count it. Smith just lost to Kirch, whose streak continues. It was fun, because like, kind of looking at Kirch versus Mikey T, the matchup last week, there's a bunch of trash talk in there. Although, I don't know if it really counts as trash talk, because Kirch was the only one talking on the board, and it really didn't make a whole lot of sense. Just kind of him mumbling stuff. I assume he was probably pretty drunk. Mikey T moves on to play Becker. Becker did win last week. However, hopefully he's still on Suicide Watch, because I just want to point out that if he had played Kirch again, he would have lost to Kirch 2 weeks in a row. Just pathetic. Becker, let's see, he beat Lucas, who just an awful week. If it weren't for Brian's pathetic team, Lucas would have scored the lowest in the league. Kind of looking, Lucas has some studs there, but they're not performing. Something that you're probably used to as well. Yep, that's gay joke number 2. Got it. And then he's going back against Mark, who's fresh off his ass pounding at the hands of me. Should be a good game. It's actually projected to be fairly high scoring, so we'll see what happens there. It's pretty much what I've got this week. As far as the jersey last week, guys, you were all very close, except way off. That is a Steve Kerr jersey. What a good part of the team. Love it. Anyway, that's what I've got. Good luck this weekend. You twatsicles have some fun.